Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be taking a look at the Unit 1975 Terror of the Zygons B&M collector set. So apologies if this review might seem a bit late. I actually got this set a week ago now and I just haven't got around to reviewing it. But I'm still going to review the sort of current stuff anyway. Even though I'm doing obviously the series at the moment where I'm taking a look at pretty much all my classic figures in order. I might come back to this set one day. If not, I'll just re-upload the same old video. Who knows? But yeah, and we're just about to get even more from B&M. We are about to get the Coal House School set and the 12th Doctor and Davros, and apparently they should be out on the 8th of November, which is today when I'm recording this. So, we shall see. Anyway, yes. So we'll just take a quick look at the packaging as well. You need to do this, and sorry about that. You need to do this in all your action figure reviews, I guess. Nothing's changed. It's the same thing. Pictures on the back. The only thing that's changed is this time they have used a circular sort of tape, where we've been used to the standard one for the last couple of years. So that's the only thing that's changed this time. I don't know why they've done it, but there we go. Anyway, so obviously the three figures consist of the Fourth Doctor, Benton, and don't have a name for him, the unit soldier. So we'll take a look at the figures in not really any order, just pretty much the main reason why people want this set. And I'm just trying to stand Benton up. There we go. It's the Fourth Doctor, based on his appearance from Terror of the Zygons and his tam o' shanter hat and tartan scarf. I'm just looking at the information on the box over there, actually. So yeah, this is very exciting for a lot of people. I'd always wanted this, and then when the pictures came out, I thought, oh my god. And then I thought, but it's better when you get it in hand. So we'll go over the articulation first, which actually, no, I'm not going to do it with this because actually the articulation is better on the other two figures. So actually, I'm going to show the articulation on Benton. So this is the same, it's the same for the two soldiers, but not for Tom. So obviously the head turns. We've got shoulder, bicep, knee, not knee, elbow, wrist, waist, bend at the knee, thigh, and obviously ball joint, and that is it. So yeah, I don't need to go over that again. Just try to get my stand right. So the Fourth Doctor, detail. The face. My only real issue with this figure. Now, the side profiling, it does look like that. Just looks like Tom Baker, like on the DVD cover over there. Full focus. Oh, it's not gonna. Never mind. See, but there goes the DVD. There we go. The problem is, right, they released pictures of this, of the unpainted sculpt, so it was like, the sort of grey plastic. And this is the example, by the way, sorry about the wobbling with this, I need to get a better stand, but whenever I pause or press play in the video, there's going to be a bit of a wobble, so sorry. Anyway, this is an example of where painting really lets down the sculpt, and that's my issue with this. If the paint was more thinner and better applied, this could have been fucking great. But no. So yeah, well, we have Tom. It does look like Tom Baker in a weird sense, but if you compare this to one of the older figures, which I don't know if I can be bothered grabbing, but no, I can't be arsed. If you have this figure and original Tom Baker, just put them side by side, and it looks noticeably different. Actually, do you know what? I'm just gonna get. You know what? Actually, forget it, because I'm just trying to move one and just no. Actually, no. Actually, never mind. Anyway, it looks weird. This came under a lot of criticism, saying it looks like an old woman, which, to be fair, he kind of does. But it does look like Tom Baker in its own way. But when you compare it to one of the older ones, it looks quite shockingly different. But obviously we've got the Tam O'Shanter hat with black, a little red bubble at the top, and a little red sort of feathers coming out with the silver, whatever the hell that is. I'm Scottish, I should know this, but I don't. And then this has been on a B&M budget. This has been really. If you can get a great one of these, then yeah. It does look pretty good. The white with the sort of red, I guess you could say, tartan stitching around. And then we've got the hair where obviously we've got the two black bands at the back. The hair wash has been done very well. It's black with a very dark brown with lighter brown highlights, and I think I could even see a touch of grey in there. I'm not sure, but yeah. And then we've also got the scarf, which again, when you go to the store, try and get one that is great, because I've seen a lot of these where the printing is not quite correct and it's, you know, a bit off center and it's just not been very well applied. That's the thing with this figure. Face, scarf, two main things you look for with the sort of quality control. But the scarf, well, it's red. They've not painted it on the other side, which is quite funny because they released a Tom Baker figure a couple of years ago where it wasn't painted on the other side, but that was the same case with the original, I guess, just to, you know, save money. Because, well, you're not going to see it like that anyway. So, yeah, so the scarf obviously has white, sort of purple blue, light purple blue, green, white, and yellow tartan stitching. Tassels are just sort of green colour. They've been done alright, but could have been done a bit better. We've obviously got his brown duffel coat, which I believe is different from the. I don't know if it is actually. It's also just the old sculpt from before, but I don't know if it's a different shade to the original duffel coat figure, which I do actually have, but I can't be bothered getting it out. And then we've got, obviously, the waistcoat with the green necktie. Now, that's an inaccuracy with this. However, there are behind-the-scenes photographs where it shows Tom Baker wearing a green necktie. So, it does work there, and I'm willing to let that go because I think it sort of works and adds to the figure. And, you know, they weren't going to change it. You know, they're under a budget here. So, then we've got the red jacket. Well, you know, we've got sculpted to give the impression the red jacket's on underneath. This just came out sculpted really nicely, I must say. We've obviously got the waistcoat, which is yellow with the blue pattern, with the white shirt, and then we've got the trousers, which are grey, with this new lovely speckled design. Now, apparently, Tom Baker's trousers do have well, maybe only for this story, but I believe in the past it should have had a speckled design, which they never bothered to do. However, they've put it on this figure anyway. It just really adds to it. This shows how far B&M have came. The fact they're willing to do this now. So you've got sort of brown, greyish, black speckles on obviously grey trousers, and it's just done really well. I love this. This is such a great part of it. And then we've got the brown shoes with the soles, obviously. And that's your lot. It's a cool figure. And probably if you get a couple of Zygons, you can obviously make him look like he's being menaced. And there you go. Yeah, it is a cool figure. My only problem with it, the heavy paint app's just like the face there. But apart from that, it is a great figure of Tom. And now all we need for his sort of main costumes is his horror of Fine Rock one, where he's got obviously the hat and the sort of ropes around him. I know that's just something. To be honest, they could probably sculpt that and just have it around his neck. But yeah. The next figure we'll go on to is Sergeant Benton, which is just a repaint of the old Claws of Axos one from a couple months ago. So, there we go. Just try. Yeah. I think the lips are much better done on this one. But yeah, it's a repaint of just this whole figure. Which I think we were expecting this, to be honest. It's an easy variant they can do, and character options being modern day character options are going to take advantage of that. So, the face, not as good as the old one. It still looks like John Levine, but he's very sad and depressed. Unfortunately, mine around the black band, there's bits of paint that are not done right, but this is because when I was in the store, I was in a literal rush. So, this is the figure that this is my least favourite of the set, actually. I was just going through them and, had to be very quick. So, I'm fine with it. It doesn't bother me. And then we've obviously got, this sort of green scarf with the pockets and the sort of straps, which obviously go back to the back and are also buckled up. And we've got the green trousers, which have been given a sort of slightly light grey wash, which is different from the last one, where they put a sort of... Oh no, actually, there's a light grey wash in that as well. Never mind. And the trousers of the colour of the trousers have changed. Bloody hell. We've got the brown gloves, which have been sculpted great as always. And again, the brown shoes. Not a lot to say, but the main difference, obviously, with this is he has the camel look, which I don't know if I prefer. It's quite a cool look. It's very well done. Now, the main problem with this figure is this. He should not be a sergeant. He should be what is it? It's the rank above sergeant. But basically, the sergeant symbol should be down here. I think it should be smaller, and obviously should have the little crown. I don't think the unit thing should be there either. But that's my only issue with it. And either they've just forgot, or I don't know. But they could have just easily, if they just done that, this figure would have been perfect. But oh well, can't have everything, can you? And then of course, the gun. Now, obviously, with the last ones, they were basically this. These modern guns with telescopes. And El Jawar saw the comments. You can actually go on his October B&M unboxing video, and he sort of was like, "Oh, I saw all the comments. You cheeky bastards criticising this." Apparently, they just didn't have them manufactured in time. So, what they've done is is, well, they've also been manufactured now, and we now have these proper, much better new machine guns. These are better, but I think I prefer the look of this. If you just got rid of the scope, then that would have been better. But these are more accurate. This is how they should look. So we've got, well, the sort of handle here with the grating, which is not going to focus, but it's came out quite well. It's not focusing. It's came out quite well. Actually, there we go. I've got another handle here and then another handle here, I guess you could say. But that just nicely fits into the hand. Oh, and you can put it around the handle, poke it up, and face it that way, and ready to take down all the Zygons. So, yeah, it's my least favourite of the set, but it was a variant we were expecting, and he's fine. You know, not amazing, but yeah, he's fine. And then on to the last figure of the set. We have the unit soldier. Well, that's the character options name for it. Quite a few names for this guy. We have Corporal Mustache. We have Pedo Yates. We have Richard Franklin as a 70s porn star. We have a porn star unit soldier. We have Sergeant Jimmy. We have Captain Yates' twin in disguise, or it's Captain Yates as a Zygon. Yeah, quite a few names for this guy. I think my favourite would have to be Pedo Yates or Sergeant Jimmy. I'm not too sure. Basically, Richard Franklin now looks like a 70s porn star. So this is obviously not a new sculpt. They've basically just took the old Captain Yates face and just slapped a mustache on him. And there you go. Obviously, I'm not going over this body again because I've just gone over it. Although, actually, never mind. There's washing there. Yeah. Now, at first, when the pictures came out, I thought it's interesting, but why the fuck have they done this? However, getting the set, it's actually quite a good fight. I mean, if you want a generic unit soldier to like just be attacked by your K1 robot or just, you know, if you just want a random unit soldier fighting a monster, this is perfect for that. And I think it's even better if you get one with like heavy paint apps on the face, because if you get one with heavy paint apps and just try like look distinguished from this, then they can just better get away with it. Now, the original Captain Yates figure came under a bit of criticism from it for looking like Richard Franklin. Personally, I think it does. If you get a good one, it's a spot-on likeness of Richard Franklin, I think, personally. But I feel like with this figure, get one with heavy paint apps. Obviously, between the two heads, the thing that's changed, the unit berries are exactly the same. Oh, so yeah, I forgot to go over that. It's still got the great old unit symbol at the top, which I really appreciate, because obviously a couple of years ago with the Brigadier figure, we were just getting a grey circle. So massive step up from B&M. So the only thing that's obviously changed is the hair colour, where this was sort of a light brown, this is a much darker brown, and obviously the eyebrows have changed, and now we've got this mustache slapped on. So if we go over the mustache, well, it looks like a 70s mustache. So that's all I can say. It's, you know. Oh, and obviously the different, well, they've carried this over onto here. Obviously it doesn't have a sergeant symbol. Now, I don't mind the figure, but they can get away with it, I think. It's just meant to be a generic unit trooper, and there is that for some people thought it was made up. There is actually a unit soldier who appears like this in the story, so it's not made up. Yeah, I don't mind him. He's quite funny. Yeah, that's all I've really got to say. Is there anything else? No, I don't think so. So actually, that was it. Now, if the Benton not having the correct symbol bothers you, then this is what I would personally do. Just simply swap the heads, and to be honest, I think this makes it look much better because he looks a bit wrong with the sergeant symbol. I think him just having the unit symbol, I don't know, it just looks more natural for how he sort of appeared in that story, even though it still isn't correct. And then with this, yeah, he's got the sergeant symbol, but he's meant to be made up anyway, so I don't think it really matters at the end of the day. But that's just a tip. If that bothers you with Benton, then just swap the heads. That's what I'm doing personally, and I think, you know what, it actually works out quite nicely. So that's it for the Terror of the Zygons 1975 collector set. It's a good set. I feel like if you want to bulk up your unit troops, then definitely do that. Because I am tempted to buy another one of this set and paint, do a character options and paint a fake mustache on Benton and do some ginger hair on him. And there we go, more unit soldiers. So this is when like the sets will go down to like £8 if they're still available. That is, but it's not my favourite of the recent wave. My favourite's probably the Master Plan. Yeah, it's the Master Plan set. But yeah, that's all I've really got to say. It's not a bad set. It's not as bad as I was expecting it to be. It just wasn't like one I had to get right away. Sort of like, oh my god, I need to get this, you know. But obviously do pick it up if you're a fan of Terror of the Zygons like me. And there goes Benton. There we go. Let's pretend the Zygon killed him. There we go. That's a nice closing shot. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. So thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.